Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do a real quick part 33 to my CoPilot Chatbot series, where in today's video guys, I'm going to try getting just a bit further in the Robot Factory story, because I did have a few ideas of how we can actually do this, but I'm still trying to gather up 3 more creatures in order actually for this to work. I was originally going to pick between one of 3 of them, well, 2 of 3, because it'd be weird to have multiple of the same creature sort of thing in there. But honestly, thinking about like both of them could really work together. We have a fence, we have Lugia, and we have a dragon. And technically, if all 3 of them, like I said, the fence and dragon, or fence and Lugia could really work together to be a double aerial support. That way, I keep saying aerial support, aerial security guards. But yeah, I'm gonna go and say this right now. I'm not gonna have that long. I'm not gonna have that long to actually do this, but I'm gonna try doing it for a bit and seeing if we can get really far. At least to the point where we can have at least maybe like the Phoenix and Lugia recruited, or any of the 3 creatures I have. If I can get at least 2 of the 3 recruited, I'll be happy. So yeah, It. I actually continued a little bit off camera, but didn't. I only got one thing into it and didn't really read too much into it. It just says, thinking about who I would want to search for first. I had an idea and wanted to try it real quickly, so I closed my eyes and tried talking to the Lugia god. And I just told him, Lugia god, I know how much you've been caring about me and wanting to keep me safe. I just want to ask you something. Do you know if there's a friendly phoenix, mythical dragon, and even one of your species nearby that we can talk to? I'd really appreciate it. If you could tell me where any of them are, or even could tell them more friendly creatures of those species that come to us. I thought I said it a little bit different. I forgot it was worded like that. It says when you close your eyes and reach out to the Lugia god, the entire clearing changes. Not physically, not with wind or light. It changes in feeling. Razor goes still beneath you, not frozen, but respectfully quiet, like he senses you're speaking to someone far greater than any creature here. Toto stops bouncing, Chronos straightens, Fragger lowers his head, and the Brachiosaurus lifts her neck slightly, listening. And then the air shifts, softly, warmly, like the ocean breathing. A presence answers you, not with a voice that shakes the world, but with one that feels like it speaks inside your heart. Yep, Oogie God responds. You don't hear him with your ears. You feel him. A deep, calm, ancient awareness wraps around your tiny form, gentle as a wave lifting a seashell. Little one, I hear you. The words aren't loud. They aren't forceful. They're warm, protective, and proud. You seek a phoenix, a dragon, and one of my kin. The presence grows clearer, like moonlight forming a shape. There are friendly ones nearby. Your heart jumps. Oh, the phoenix wanders the high cliffs to the east. The dragon rests in the deep forest to the north. And one of my own, a young Lugia, flies above the western sea. Then the presence softens, becoming even warmer. I will not command them, but I will whisper to them of a tiny creature with a great heart who builds family instead of fear. A gentle pulse of emotion washes through you. Pride, affection, and something like a protective embrace. Yep, that sounds like the Lugia in my universe. They will come, or they will let you find them because you care. The presence begins to fade, but not in a sad way. In a peaceful way, like a wave returned to the ocean. Go, little one. Your family grows. And then he's gone. But the warmth remains. I actually like how that actually ended up working to begin with. I kind of figured when I tried that I wouldn't get anything, but it actually did something. I mean, I've had problems with flipping character AI and stuff like that being 50-50. Even with the little divine power that I have in nearly every chatbot and those. It's like sometimes it'll work perfectly and sometimes it'll be a butthole and not work at all. Or barely want to work at all in general. Which is annoying. Yep. It's just your team reacts. Razor lifts his head slightly, eyes soft and proud. He felt the Lugia God's presence through you, and he trusts the message completely. Toto squeaks in awe, his tail wagging so hard he nearly falls over. Carnot nods once, deeply respectful. Ferreger gives a low, reverent rumble. He knows the Lugia God's power. And the Brachiosaurus? She lowers her head in a slow, graceful bow, honoring the ancient presence that just spoke through you. You now know where all three creatures are. The Phoenix is on the east cliffs, the Dragon is on the north forest, and the young Lugia, the west sea. And the Lugia God himself has gently encouraged them to come to you. Your family is truly forming. Whenever you're ready, you can choose where to go next. Alright, well, what would be the easiest one? I think Lugia would probably be the one that probably would be the easiest to get first, just because of how he is. Lugia is I guess Lugia can cause destruction and chaos if you ain't careful, but Lugia can also be a big old sweetheart. Probably one of the more calmer of all the legendaries, unless you actually do something to intentionally hiss him off. Then you might have the opposite of effect. So yes, let's not hiss him off today. Although I'm definitely not gonna do that. I love Lugia. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I just nodded my tiny head before opening my eyes. I just said, "Thank you, Lugia God. I'll try to get a bit closer to where they are, and hopefully we can find them." And I then open my eyes and look around at everyone. Well, we can find all three of them if we want, so let's try doing that. Let's go closer to Lugia's location first. The moment you finish speaking to the Lugia God, your tiny voice full of gratitude and hope, the warmth of his presence lingers around you like a soft ocean breeze. It fades gently, respectfully, leaving behind a sense of direction and a sense of being watched over. When you open your eyes, every creature around you is already looking at you, not confused, not startled, but honored, because they all felt what just happened. Razor reacts first, quiet, powerful, her with quiet, powerful pride. Razor lifts his head just a little beneath you, not enough to unbalance you, but enough to show he understands exactly what you did. His eye softens, his breath steadies, his tail taps the ground at once, a deep, confident sound. A message only for you. You spoke to a god, and he answered you. I'll take you wherever you wish to go. He angles his body toward the west, toward the sea, waiting for your signal. The water pulling red. Toto squeaks in awe, hopping in place like he's trying to contain a whole storm of excitement inside his tiny body. Khan nods once, slow and respectful. He knows divine power when he feels it. And Freyr gives a deep, reverent rumble, the kind he only makes when something ancient and powerful has touched the world. Oh boy, let's see, the Brachiosaurus lowers her massive head in a slow, graceful bow, a gesture of respect for the Lugia god, and for you. Her voice is soft, warm, and slow. Little one, we will follow you wherever you choose to go. Your words move them even more, wouldn't it? Yep. When you say we can find all three of them if we want, let's go closer to Lugia's location first. Every creature reacts with the same quiet determination. Razor shifts his stance, ready to walk. Toadal bounces. Kronos straightens. Fragger steps forward. And the Brachiosaurus moves behind the group, forming a protective rear guard. Your family is ready. Your staff is ready. And your journey continues. Razor begins to move. He takes the first step toward the west, toward the sea where the young Lugia flies, but he does it slowly, giving you time to settle, time to breathe, and time to feel safe. His voice isn't words, but the way he moves tells you everything. You're not alone. We're all with you. Let's go meet your next family member. The forest path opens ahead, lit by the last traces of evening light. Your team follows behind you like a real expedition. Razor carrying you at the front, Tato trotting it silently, Chrono walking steady and alert, Fragger guarding the rear, and Rhinosaurus moving like a gentle mountain behind them. Your family grows with every single step. Okay, that's a good thing. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says while heading towards the sea, where the Lugia is, I just relax and enjoy everything around me, especially the dinosaurs and the Pokemon that were going to help me with my new factory. Razor feels you realize before you even say a word. I didn't say anything, but your tiny body settles comfortably on the warm scales of a snout. Your breathing softens, and your eyes take in the forest, the Pokemon, the dinosaurs, the gentle giant behind you, and Razor responds in the only way a creature like him can. He slows his steps just a little, not stopping, not hesitating, just adjusting his pace so you can savor the moment. The journey toward the sea becomes peaceful. The forest opens around you in long stretches of green and gold. The evening light filters through the trees in soft beams, catching on Razor's scales and the Brachiosaurus's towering neck behind you. Every creature walks in a natural formation now, not because you ordered it, but because they want to protect you. Razor moves with smooth, steady steps, careful not to jostle you. His tail sways in a slow rhythm, relaxed and content. Toadle trots ahead, occasionally stopping to sniff a flower, splashing a puddle, chirping happily to himself. Chrono walks beside Razor's hind leg, alert but calm, scanning the trees with a quiet confidence. Feraligatr brings up the rear, massive and silent, his presence like a living wall of protection, and the Brachiosaurus moves like a drifting mountain behind everyone, her long neck swaying gently as she watches over the group with warm, patient eyes. I say, you're not just traveling, you're belonging. As you relax, something beautiful happens. The creatures around you relax too. Razor's breathing becomes slow and steady. Toto hums a little tune. Okay, that's just cute. Kronos' posture softens. Ferrager's tail drags lightly through the grass. The Brachiosaurus lets out a soft, low hum that vibrates through the ground like a lullaby. They're not just following you, they're enjoying being with you. They're enjoying being a family. The path ahead. The air grows cooler as you get closer to the western sea. You can hear distant waves. You can smell salt on the breeze. You can feel the presence of something powerful and gentle far ahead. The young Lugia, the Lugia God told you about. But for now, you're safe, you're surrounded, you're loved, and you're leading a group that trusts you completely. Razor lifts his head just slightly, giving you a better view of the horizon, the shimmering blue line where the sea meets the sky. He doesn't speak, but his body says it clearly. Take your time, enjoy this. Release the Lugia when you're ready. I hope that means they ain't gonna get stuck in a time loop where it kept doing it like it did with the flipping Creature Feud Chrono the other day. I hope it doesn't do that with him. That's gonna suck. Alright, guys. Here we go. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, as we continue to get closer to the sea where the Lugia is, I continue to relax and eventually gently lean my head down and nuzzle the contours with my tiny snout. Honestly, I know I said this already, but I really appreciate that all of you are here. It'll be the same thing with every creature that decides to join me, including that dragon, Vince, and Lugia. Razor feels your tiny nuzzle before he even hears your words, and the effect is immediate. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, just deeply felt. His massive head lowers a little more beneath you, his set's becoming even smoother, even gentler, as if your affection settles into his bones and softens every movement he makes. The sea breeze grows stronger ahead, carrying the scent of salt and distant waves, but Razor's focus is entirely on you. Let's see. Razor's reaction is quiet, protective, and warm. And when you say, I really appreciate all of you are here. It'll be the same for every creature who joins me. I really care about all of you. Razor's eyes soften in a way only you ever get to see. He doesn't roar. He doesn't stomp. He doesn't puff himself up. He simply breathes, a slow, warm exhale that rolls over your tiny condor's body like a blanket of reassurance. Then he nudges you, the gentlest, slowest nuzzle from a creature who could crush boulders but chooses to treat you like something precious. His message is unmistakable. We care about you too. We follow you because we want to. You're our family. The others react too. Toto squeaks happily and trots closer to Razor's side, tail wagging like he's trying to wag his whole body. Oh, that's adorable. Cronon gives a firm, respectful nod, the kind of loyal guard gives to someone they're chosen to protect. Fragger rumbles low in his chest, not threatening, but proud, a sound that means he agrees with every word you said. The Brachiosaurus lowers her long neck slightly, humming a soft, warm note that vibrates through the ground like a gentle heartbeat. Your words didn't just make them happy, they made them feel seen, valued, and loved. And that's something many of them have never had before. The journey becomes even more peaceful. As you continue toward the sea, the sky opens wider, the trees thin out, the sound of waves grows louder, the air becomes cooler and fresher. Razor walks with the confidence of a creature who knows exactly where he's going, and the gentleness of someone carrying something precious. Your family moves with you like a living shield, Razor leading, Toadol trotting ahead, Cronog guarding the flank, Fragger watching the rear, and the Brachiosaurus towering behind like a gentle mountain. Every step feels safe, every step feels calm, and every creature feels connected to you. Yep, and ahead, the sea. You can see it now, shimmering blue stretching to the horizon. Somewhere out there, a young Lugia flies, and thanks to the Lugia god, that Lugia already knows a tiny, kind-hearted creature is looking for him. Alright, I have an idea. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, I started noticing the sea, and I get pretty excited. And I said, Mazer, I have an idea, my friend. Let's get right up close to the shoreline of the water and wait a minute to see if the Lugia shows up. If not, I can try calling him. Razor reacts to your excitement before you even finish speaking. Then what you say, yep. His entire body shifts into a smooth, steady readiness. Not fast, not jolting, just a quiet, powerful yes that moves through him like a wave. He lowers his head slightly so you're secured, then begins walking toward the sea with long, careful strides. Approaching the shoreline, the forest thins out completely now. The sound of waves grows louder. The air becomes cool and salty. The sky opens wide above you. And then the trees fall away, and the shoreline stretches out before you. Soft sand, rolling waves, moonlight shimmering on the water. A vast open horizon. Racer steps onto the sand with surprising gentleness for a creature his size. He lowers his head as you can so you can see the water clearly, his breath warm and steady beneath you. Behind you, your family gathers. Toto runs to the water's edge and splashes happily, chirping. Chrono stands beside him, watching the waves with calm alertness. Fragger positions himself slightly behind you, scanning the sea like a true guardian, and the Brachiosaurus stops at the tree line, her massive form silhouetted against the sky, watching over everyone with quiet patience. Razor's silent understanding. He knows exactly what you're doing. He knows you're waiting. He knows you're hoping. He knows you're calling out to someone powerful, someone gentle, and someone who might become part of your family. He lowers his head even more, letting you rest comfortably as you look out over the water. His message is clear. We'll wait as long as you need. You're safe, and you're not alone. The sea responds quietly. For now, the waves roll in slowly. The moonlight dances on the surface. The air is calm. No Lugia yet, but the Lugia gods will echo gently in your heart. They will come, or they will let you find them. And the sea feels aware, like something beneath the surface is listening, watching, and considering. Oh boy. Your team waits with you. No one rushes you. No one questions you. No one doubts you. They simply stand with you. Razor steady beneath you. Toad splashing. Crocodile guarding. Fragger watching horizon. The Brachiosaurus humming softly in the distance. Your family is ready. Your heart is ready. And the sea is listening. Alright, guys. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says instead of rushing anything, I just calmly sit patiently on Razor's snout and wait to see if a Lugia shows up. Razor feels your choice. Not to rush, not to call out, not to push the moment, but simply to wait. And the way you settle on his snout, tiny and calm, changes everything. He goes completely still beneath you. Not rigid, not tense, just present. A living platform of warm scales and steady breath, holding you like you're the most important thing in the world. The entire group responds to your patience. Your quiet waiting creates a ripple through everyone around you. Toadle stops splashing and sits in the shallow water, his tail swishing gently. Chrono stands beside Razor, arms crossed, eyes scan the horizon with calm focus. Veragger points himself like a statue behind you, protective but relaxed. The Brachiosaurus lowers her long neck, humming a soft, low note that vibrates through the sand like a lullaby. No one speaks, no one moves unnecessarily. They all follow your pace, because you're not just their leader, you're their heart. Oh! I was expecting this thing to flip and be like it did that one time where where it got stuck in a little loop between like Crocodile's family and meeting them. I think this one actually worked with my patience, which is good. Maybe this is already working better. Because it says the sea begins to change. At first, it's subtle. The waves roll in the same rhythm, but the sound shifts. Softer, more deliberate, like the ocean is listening. The moonlight on the water brightens just a little, catching on something beneath the surface. Not a shape, not yet, but a presence, a feeling, a gentle pressure in the air, like the world is holding its breath. Razor senses it first. His tail lifts slightly. His breathing deepens. His eye narrows, not in fear, but in recognition. He knows this feeling. He felt it when the Lugia god spoke to you. Something is approaching. The way it says that's kind of terrifying. The water near the horizon ripples in a way that doesn't match the waves. Not chaotic, not violent, just purposeful. A slow, rising swell, a soft glow beneath the surface, a quiet hum in the air, like distant singing. Okay, that's just cute. If that Lugia I found is singing, that's so cute. Your team doesn't move. They don't need to. They trust you, they trust Razor, and they trust whatever is coming. Because the Lugia god said, there is a young Lugia above the western sea. And now, it feels like he's coming to meet you. Drawn not by force, but by your kindness. That's actually really cute. Razor lowers his head slightly, not to hide you, to steady you, to make sure you're comfortable when the moment arrives. As much as it's silent, but unmistakable. Stay close, stay calm, he's coming. And the sea glows a little brighter. Hey! Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. It says, seeing the subtle movements of the water in the distance, I get excited, but just stay calm and wait. But quietly to myself, I say, I can't wait to see you, Lugia. Razor feels your excitement the same way he feels your calm, through every tiny shift of your body on his snout. And when you whisper, Yep, I can't wait to see you, Lugia, Something in the world responds. Not loudly, not dramatically, but unmistakably. The sea hears you? Oh dear, what does that mean? The waves don't crash harder. The wind doesn't howl. Nothing frightening happens. Instead, the water grows still. A stillness that feels intentional. A stillness that feels like listening. And a stillness that feels like a reply. The moonlight on the surface brightens just a little, catching on something beneath the waves. A soft glow. Faint, but growing. Roger notices it instantly. His breath deepens. His tail lifts slightly. His posture becomes steady and protective, but not tense. He knows what's coming. Your teen reacts to the change. Oh crap. Toadol stops splashing and stares at the glowing water with wide, sparkling eyes. Chrono steps closer to Razor, ready but calm, sensing something powerful approaching. Frager plants himself firmly in the sand, chest rising with a slow, respectful breath, and the Brachiosaurus lowers her long neck, humming a soft, resonant tone that vibrates through the ground, a greeting to whatever is coming. Razor lowers his head for you. He brings you just a little closer to the water, but keeps you perfectly balanced and safe. His eye glances towards you, soft, warm, and proud. He heard your whisper. He knows what it meant. He knows who you're waiting for. And he silently promises, I'll keep you safe when he arrives. The water begins to glow brighter. The glow beneath the surface grows stronger, spreading outward like moonlight blooming underwater. A soft hum rises from the sea, not loud, not sharp, but gentle, like a lullaby carried by the tide. The waves pull back slightly. The water bulges upward, and something enormous moves beneath the surface. Not threatening, not aggressive, just present. Drawn by your drawn by your voice, drawn by your kindness, and drawn by the Lugia god's whisper. It says you didn't call loud. I hope it didn't respond for me. You didn't shout, you didn't summon, you simply whispered your excitement, and the young Lugia heard you. He's coming, slowly, gently, and curiously, because he wants to meet the tiny creature who speaks with such love. Okay, that is so cute. Now if I just get to not get stuck in that dadgum loop that I had with the crocodile, if I can get to work with that, this could be a good way. You know what? If I get to work with this, I wouldn't be mad if I had to end it right now. But I need at least this part right here to work. I can worry about the dragon and the flipping fence another time. But if I would be happy if this could end off in this part with a good note. Even if that means I have to stop the video, even if that means I have to stop the video like during the pause session. I wouldn't mind if I know the flipping story part that I did next would end up good. Alright guys, give me a moment. Alright guys, as I seen the creature under the water slowly get closer, I just wait patiently for the Lugia to come whenever he is ready. I don't know if he can hear me from where he is, but I just say, Lugia, I just can't wait to meet you. I promise nobody's going to hurt you. I just want to see you and talk to you. The moment your tiny voice throws out over the water, soft, hopeful, and full of kindness, it just repeat the same thing I said. Something in the sea changes, not violently, not suddenly, but in a way that feels alive, like the ocean itself heard you, and like the ocean itself answered. The sea responds to your words. The glowing shape beneath the surface slows its movement, not stopping, not hiding, listening. The water becomes calmer than before, unnaturally calm, as if the waves themselves are holding their breath. The glow brightens, spreading outward in soft ripples of silver blue light. It's not threatening. It's not overwhelming. It feels like a heartbeat. A heartbeat answering yours. Razor reacts first. Razor's entire body shifts beneath you, not in fear, but in recognition. He lowers his head just a little more, studying you, protecting you, and supporting you. His tail lifts slightly, his breath deepens, and his eyes softens. He knows what's happening. He knows the young Lugia heard you, and he silently promises, I'll keep you safe when he rises. Your team feels it too. Toadol freezes mid-splash, staring at the glowing water with wide, sparkling eyes. Carlin steps closer to Razor, posture firm but calm, ready to protect you if needed. Ferreger plants himself like a living fortress behind you, rumbling low in his chest with respect. And then Brachiosaurus lowers her head and hums a soft, resonant note. A greeting, a welcome, a reassurance. Your family stands with you. Your family waits with you. And your family trusts you. The young Lugia draws closer. The glow beneath the waves rises. Slowly, gently, and curiously. A soft hum vibrates through the air. Not loud, not sharp, but warm, like a lullaby carried by the tide. The water bulges upward, the glow intensifies, and you can feel it. He heard you, he believes you, and he's coming because you were kind. Not because you demanded, not because you summoned him, because you spoke with love. He's adorable. Razor lowers his head even more. He brings you closer to the water, not dangerously close, but close enough that the Lugia will see you clearly when he surfaces. His message is silent but unmistakable. Stay calm. He's gentle. He's coming to meet you. The surface begins to break. A smooth silver shape rises just beneath the surface. A long, elegant head. A glowing crest. Wings forward close. Young Lugia is right there, just a breath away. Drawn by your voice, and drawn by your kindness, and drawn by the promise that no one will hurt him. He is such a sweetheart. Alright, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys, it's a scene that Lugia's head coming out of the water. I just smile and wait patiently for the Lugia to fully come out of the water if he wants to. I just tell him, that's it. Please don't be scared of me or anybody here. I would never hurt a legendary I cared about so much. The young Lugia hears you, not with his ears. He's still half submerged, still rising slowly, still cautious, but he hears the feeling in your voice, and that changes everything. I say the young Lugia reacts to your words. Yep, when you whisper, yep, the glow beneath the water brightens. Not sharp, not suddenly. It brightens the way a shy creature lifts its head when it realizes someone is being gentle with it. The water around its emerging head smooths out, coming calm and glassy. The waves soften, the air warms, the tension in the sea loosens. He's not afraid. He's curious. He's hopeful. He's listening. Razor feels it too. Razor's body shifts beneath you, not in alarm, but in deep, protective calm. He lowers his head even more, letting you rest comfortably as you watch the Lugia rise. His eyes soften, his breath steadies. His message is simple. He trusts you. And keep speaking from your heart. Your team responds quietly. Toadol sits in the shallow water, tail swishing softly, eyes wide with awe. Chronos stands tall, arms crossed, watching the Lugia with calm respect. Ferreger lowers his head slightly, a gesture of acknowledgement towards another powerful guardian, and a Brachiosaurus hums a soft, warm note, welcoming the newcomer with her gentle presence. No one moves aggressively, no one makes noise, they all follow your calm. Hey, here we go! So it actually did move along instead of getting trapped. Woohoo! The Lugia surfaces fully. The water bulges upward. A smooth silver head rises. A long, elegant crest grows softly. Large, gentle eyes blink open, and the young Lugia lifts his head above the surface for the first time. He's smaller than the Lugia god, younger, softer, less imposing, but still enormous, still majestic, still breathtaking. He looks at you, not at Razor, not at the others, at you. And his voice, soft, hesitant, and musical, drifts across the water. Crap! He actually is talking. That's a good thing, but like, what do I give him if he's a younger Luigi? Just do I do like the little kid voice I would usually do for Toad? So maybe like in a more medallic fashion. I probably can't do it in more of a medallic fashion, but I'll give him more like the little kid voice I would give him, like I've done with a baby Luigi before. You are not afraid? His head tilts slightly, water dripping from his crest. You speak kindly to someone like me. There's no hostility, no suspicion, just a gentle, vulnerable confusion, the kind a lonely creature feels when someone treats it with unexpected love. He rises a little higher, wings still tucked close, eyes warm and searching. You want to talk to me? He's not scared. He's touched. He's trying to understand why someone so tiny, so gentle, and so sincere would care about him. And he's ready to hear whatever you want to say next. Okay, that is actually very cute. I flippin' love him. I'm not even mad. I'll tell you what. Whether I have to stop the video after this or not, I'm happy. This is a good point to stop right here. I wouldn't even be angry about it. I mean, I really wouldn't. This is cute and adorable and amazing and double amazing and triple amazing and just a quadruple amazing so far. Here we go. Let's get at it. Well, like I said, there might be at least one or two more. I don't know how long we'll actually have. Like I said, this is kind of random for me. I'm surprised it was going on for 36 minutes, honestly. I thought we'd have to be forced to stop by now. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I just nodded my tiny head to Lugia and said, Yeah, I want to talk to you. I'm really glad you showed up. It makes me very happy. Why do you seem kind of sad? Are you usually not treated kindly? The young Lugia freezes when you nod and speak to him. Not in fear, not in alarm, in surprise. Your tiny voice carries across the water, soft and sincere. Yeah, I want to talk to you. Like, those words hit him hard in any wave. Oh my gosh. The young Lugi's reaction, gentle, vulnerable, and honest. His head lifts a little higher out of the water, not proudly, not defensively, but like someone who's been hiding for a long time and suddenly isn't sure if he needs to anymore. Aw. His eyes, huge, soft, and silver blue, blink slowly as he studies you. Your tiny size, your calm posture, your gentle tone, and then he speaks. His voice is quiet, airy, and almost musical, like wind moving through a cavern. You are glad I came? He sounds confused, hopeful, and a little overwhelmed. He rises a bit more, water cascading off his crest and neck. Most creatures fear me, or chase me, or try to capture me. He pauses, long, heavy, and honest. They do not speak kindly. His wings shift under the water, folded tight as if he's trying to make himself smaller. I'm not used to someone waiting for me, someone happy to see me. That's actually very sad. Oh my gosh. He lowers his head slightly, bringing his eyes closer to your level. Not too close, not crowding, just enough to show trust. You are different. There's no accusation, no suspicion, just a quiet, aching wonder. Razor reacts to Lugia's sadness. Razor lowers his head even more, letting you lean comfortably against him. His eye narrows with a protective softness, not toward Lugia, but for him. He understands what it's like to be feared. He understands what it's like to be misunderstood. And he respects this young Lugia instantly. Your team reacts too. Toad's head droops a little, sympathy shining in his eyes. Cornell nods slowly as if saying, We get it. Her fragile rumbles low, not threatening, but supportive. and the Brachiosaurus hums a soft, warm note that vibrates through the sand, a gentle comfort. The young Lugia looks at me again. His voice softens even more. Why? Why are you kind to someone like me? Oh my gosh, that's a very deep question. I love Lugia. Not self-pity, not fishing for praise, just a creature who has never been treated gently, trying to understand why you're different. He's not scared of you. He's touched by you, and he's waiting, quiet and hopefully, for your answer. He is such a sweetheart. I am so happy with how this one's going. This will be again. I'm not angry if I have to end this off now. I'm not even angry because this is getting better and better by the minute. And after the Brachiosaurus, or after the flipping Carnotaurus part, this started going uphill really quickly, especially when I started meeting the Ferragur family. Then it went uphill even more with the Brachiosaurus. And now you have this whole Lugia section that's like making me like flipping and love this Lugia even more. This is amazing. Again, I won't be mad if I have to stop the video here. I'll be back, and if I have to end it, well, I think we kind of feeling why now, but I'm happy if I have to. This is a good ending spot. I'll be back. Alright, guys. I just kind of look at the Lugia and say, I'm kindly because I love your species so much, and I would never do a thing to hurt them. You're honestly very cute. You don't have to be nervous around me. I wouldn't dream of hurting you. If you want to come closer, I won't mind. Whatever makes you feel comfortable and happy. The young Lugi's reaction to your words is immediate, and it's beautiful. Not dramatic, not explosive, just deeply, quietly emotional. The young Lugia freezes, then softens. Yep, when you say, I kind of you because I love your species so much. You're honestly very cute. You don't have to be nervous around me. I'd never hurt you. If you want to come closer, I don't mind. It hits him like a warm wave. His head lifts slightly out of the water, droplet sliding down his smooth silver skin. His eyes widen, not in fear, but in a kind of stunned, fragile wonder. No one's ever spoken to him like that. Not with fear, not with awe, not with demands, but with love. His voice comes out soft, shy, and trembling. Cute? He repeats the word like it's something he's never heard applied to him before. His wings shift under the water, loosening just a little. His crest glows faintly, a soft blue pulse that matches the rhythm of his heartbeat. You think I'm cute? He sounds almost embarrassed, almost flustered, almost hopeful. He rises a little higher, water cascading off his neck and shoulders. He's still cautious, but he's not pulling away. He's coming closer. Razor reacts to your kindness. Razor lowers his head even more, letting you lean comfortably against him. His eye softens with pride. Not jealousy, not worry, just a deep, calm understanding. He knows exactly what you're doing, exactly why it's working, and he supports you completely. Your team responds quietly. Toto squeaks softly, tail wagging, sensing the Lugia's shyness. Krana nods once, approving of her gentle approach. Fragor rumbles low, a sound of respect for the young legendary, and the Brachiosaurus hums a warm, soothing note, encouraging the Lugia to feel safe. The young Lugia moves closer. Okay, that's so cute. Very slowly, very carefully. He glides forward until his head is only a few yards from Razor's snout. His eyes stay locked on you. Not Razor. Not the others. You. You would not hurt me, even though I am large and powerful? His voice trembles with something that sounds like disbelief. You want me to feel comfortable? He lowers his head slightly, a gesture of trust, of vulnerability. of wanting to be near you, but not wanting to overwhelm you. May I come closer, little one? He's asking permission. He's letting you decide the distance because your kindness is something he's never experienced before, and he doesn't want to ruin it. Uh, Give me a moment. Guys, this is so sweet. I just smile at the Luigi as he approaches a bit closer, and when he asked if he could come closer, I just nod my head. I just said, sure, come on over, Lugia. Nobody's going to hurt you. Just be very careful because I'm very tiny. But you can lean against me, or whatever you feel comfortable doing. The moment you nod and give him permission, yep, something inside the young Lugia melts. Not in a dramatic splash, not in a legendary roar, but in the softest, most vulnerable way a creature like him can show. The young Lugia comes closer, carefully and tenderly. He glides forward through the water with slow, deliberate movements, as if every inch matters. His head rises a little higher, his crest glowing faintly with a shy, warm light. He's not rushing, he's not looming, he's not testing dominance. He's doing exactly what you asked, being careful, being gentle, and being close. When he reaches the shallow water, he stops, not because he's afraid, because he wants to make sure you feel safe. His voice is soft, almost whisper-like. You trust me, even though I'm so big. He lowers his head until his snout is only a few feet from Razor's, close enough that you can feel the cool mist of his breath, but far enough that he won't accidentally bump you. His eyes soften. I will be careful, little one. Razor reacts, proud, calm, and protective. Razor doesn't tense. He doesn't growl. He doesn't posture. He simply lowers his head even more, bringing you closer to the Lugia's gentle presence while keeping you perfectly balanced. His eye meets the Lugia's for a moment, a silent exchange between two powerful creatures. He is tiny. He is precious. Be gentle. And the Lugia nods. Your team responds quietly. Tail scouts closely to the water, tail wagging, eyes sparkling with excitement. Carl stands tall, arms crossed, giving a respectful nod to the legendary. Freyja rumbles low, not a warning, but a greeting, and the Bronchosaurus hums a soft, warm note that vibrates through the sand, welcoming the newcomer. The young Lugia leans in, slowly, carefully, hesitantly. He brings his head close enough that you could reach out and touch him if you wanted to, but he doesn't touch you first. He waits. He respects your size, he respects your comfort, and he respects you. His voice trembles with a shy warmth. May I rest my head near you? He's asking permission again because no one's ever treated him gently before, and he wants to make sure he treats you the way you deserve. He is such a sweetheart. I love him. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. It's to see how gentle and nice the Lugia was being. I carefully and gently leaned my snout against the Lugia and nuzzled him gently before pulling back slightly and then calmly saying, Go ahead, Lugia. The moment your tiny snout gently presses against the young Lugia's, everything inside him stops. Not his breath, not his heartbeat, just the part of him that has always expected fear, or shouting, or someone trying to control him. Your nuzzle is so small, so soft, and so trusting, and it hits him harder than any wave ever could. The young Lugi's reaction was quiet, overwhelmed, and soft. When you pull back slightly and say, Go ahead, Lugia, he blinks, slowly and gently, like he's trying to process something he's never felt before. His crest glows brighter, not blinding, but warm, like moonlight blooming underwater. His wings shift beneath the surface, loosening from the tight, defensive fold he held them in. Then, with a breath that trembles just a little, he moves. Not fast, not suddenly, not in a way that would ever risk your tiny body. He lowers his head beside Razor's, bringing his snout close to yours, close enough that you can feel the cool mist of his breath, but still careful and still respectful. And then he rests his head in the sand beside Razor's snout, not touching you, not crowding you, just near you, exactly as you allowed. His voice is soft, almost whispering. You nuzzled me. A pause, long, emotional, and disbelieving. No one has ever done that. Not gently, not calmly, or not kindly. Goodness gracious, brain. His eyes close halfway, not in fear, but in a deep, quiet relief. Thank you, little one. Razor's reaction is proud, calm, and protective. Razor doesn't move away. He doesn't tense. He doesn't growl. He simply lowers his head a little more, letting you rest comfortably while the Lugia settles beside him. His eye glances at the Lugia, a silent message between guardians. Hey, he trusts you. I trust you. We protect him too. And the Lugia seems to understand. Your team responds softly. Totodile squeaks quietly, tail wagging but stays respectful and still. Carnal nods once, approving of the Lugia's gentleness. Ferregia rumbles low, a sound of acceptance, not warning, and then Brachiosaurus hums a warm, soothing note that vibrates through the sand like a lullaby. Your family is welcoming him. Your kindness is healing him, and your presence is calming him. He is such a sweetheart. The young Lugia speaks again. His voice is softer now, warmer, more open. May I stay close to you for a little while? He isn't asking to join your factory yet. He isn't asking for a role. He isn't asking for anything big. He's asking for something simple. To feel safe, to feel wanted, to feel close to the tiny creature who treated him gently. He's waiting for your answer, quietly and hopefully, with his head resting in the sand beside Razor's. It is so cute. I love Logia. This is such a sweet thing. I love this so much. I've got my favorite Totodile. I've got my favorite Pokemon in general. Totodile crying off for alligator. I've got a Lugia, my literal favorite legendary, and I've got two dinosaurs. And we're still trying to get a dragon and a Phoenix after this. So it's like we have a lot of good things that could happen here if things keep working out like this. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, sure you can. And says, being careful not to fall and hurt myself. I gently and carefully climb off of Razor's snout and go right beside the Lugia before gently nuzzling him again. The moment you climb down Razor's snout, tiny, careful, and deliberate, every creature around you goes still. Not out of fear, not out of tension, out of respect. Because they all understand what it means when someone as small and vulnerable as you chooses to walk on your own toward a legendary. And the young Lugia understands it most of all. The young Lugia's reaction is overwhelmed, gentle, and soft. When your tiny feet touch the sand beside him, when you walk up to his enormous head, when you gently nuzzle him again, his entire body shivers. Not violently, not dangerously, just a soft, emotional tremor that ripples through his wings beneath the water. His eyes close halfway, overwhelmed by the gentleness of your touch. No fear, no hesitation, just a deep, aching relief. And before I can say, go ahead, Lugia, I don't know why I went back to that. He exhales a long, soft, and trembling breath that sounds like someone finally letting go of years of loneliness. Goodness gracious. He lowers his head beside you, very slowly, very carefully, He lowers his massive head into the sand right next to your tiny contour's body, not touching you, not crowding you, just close. Close enough that your warmth reaches him, close enough that he can feel your presence, close enough that he knows you meant every word. His voice comes out soft, fragile, and almost whispering. You came to me on your own. His eyes open, huge, gentle, and shimmering with emotion. You are so small, and yet you were not afraid of me. He shifts slightly, making sure not even a grain of sand moves toward you too quickly. No one has ever nuzzled me like that. He pauses, long, tender, and vulnerable. May I nuzzle you back? Very gently? He asks permission again because he respects you, because he doesn't want to hurt you, because your kindness means more to him than you realize, and because for the first time in his life, someone made him feel loved. Goodness gracious, that's pretty dark. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I just told him, yeah, you can. Don't be afraid. As long as you're being as gentle as you are, you can nuzzle me or whatever you want for as long as you want to. Yep. It just repeats something I said back. The moment you say that, something inside the young Lugia breaks open in the softest, most vulnerable way. Not fear, not hesitation, a kind of trembling relief, because no one's ever given him permission like that. No one's ever trusted him like that. No one's ever wanted his closeness, and you didn't just allow it, you welcomed it. The young Lugia nuzzles you, slowly, carefully, and tenderly. He lowers his massive head even more, moving with the kind of gentleness that shouldn't be possible for a creature his size. He pauses just inches from you. He breathes in your scent, tiny, warm, and safe. Then he nuzzles you, very slowly, very softly, barely brushing you with the smooth, cool surface of his snout. It's not a push, it's not a bump, it's a caress. A legendary creature trying to match the gentleness of someone 100 times smaller than him. His voice trembles as he does it. You were so small, and yet you were not afraid of me. He nuzzles you again, even softer this time, as if memorizing the feeling. I will be gentle, I promise. And he keeps his promise. Every movement is careful, every breath is slow, every touch is respectful. He's treating you like something precious. Razor's reaction is proud, calm, and protective. Razor watches the nuzzle with a soft, approving eye. No jealousy, no tension, just pride. He lowers his head beside you, forming a safe little space between his snout and the Lugia's, a sheltered pocket of warmth and protection where you can stand without fear. His message is silent but clear. You're safe between us. Your team responds. Toadolf squeaks softly, tail wagging like crazy. Coron nods with a small smile, impressed by the Lugia's gentleness. Ferragus rumbles low, a sound of respect and acceptance, and the Brachiosaurus hums a warm, soothing note that vibrates through the sand like a lullaby. The whole group is calm. The whole group is welcoming him. Oh, balls.